Boin. Hi everyone. So nice to be here. So for the people that been to the Voice Liberation retreat, they already know about the Voice Liberation side. But for the ones who haven't, we can maybe show them what a Voice Liberation sigh, what it sounds like. So we just inhale and whatever is present in this moment. You can even shake it out if you want. And you just exhale whatever sound wants to come out. So I always love to start with that, just to arrive a bit and to remember to just come as you are. You know, you're here, and whatever thoughts, whatever feelings you brought with you, it's all perfect. It doesn't need to be different. You had to be here, apparently, otherwise you wouldn't be here. So just see if you can just welcome yourself completely as you are in this moment. And I'm just thankful to share this evening with you. So let's do one more. Let's inhale deeply. Beautiful. And I love to start with the title song of my first album, which is called The Light Has Come. And this song is inspired by A Course in Miracles, lesson 75. And that basically says, you know, we're already complete, we're already healed, we're already saved, we're already at peace. And I think this journey is really about actually remembering that. A lot of people think that the spiritual journey is about learning, but it's more about unlearning. It's more about becoming who we already are and forgetting the things that we're not. It's like the clouds that are blocking the sun from shining. We'll go deeper into that probably, but I'll just share the song with you. And feel free to, you know, do whatever feels good for you. If you want to sing along or just meditate on it or whatever feels good. And you're always allowed to sigh. The light has come. You are here. And you can hear the light has come. You are safe, and you can save. The light has come. You're at peace, and wherever you go, you bring peace. The light has come. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. We do not see the ego shadow on the world today. Oh, we see a light. light has come. I have forgiven the world. The light has come. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. We dedicate this day to the serenity in which God would have you be. Keep it in your awareness of yourself and see it everywhere today as we celebrate the beginning of your vision, the sight of the real world which has come to replace the unforgiven world you thought was real. You thought was real. Oh, the light has come. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. The light has come. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. The light has come. I have forgiven the world. So, yeah, I just feel to share a little bit about my journey, because I know a few years ago I would come into a church sensing I was like, oh my God, no, I rather not. So it's been quite an interesting and beautiful journey, and some of you might not know it. I see some new people and some people that are new to the Course of Miracles as well. So A Course in Miracles is really a path from fear to love. It basically, kind of aids and supports in that journey of unlearning. It's a mind training of unlearning and seeing again with love instead of fear. And I was studying it for about 3 years. Now it's been like 6 or 7 years ago. And up until that point, I had this strong self-concept of, okay, I'm the professional pop singer. I want to be the next Alicia Keys and on the rise of the stardom. And after 3 years of studying A Course in Miracles, there was just one day where it felt literally as if this lasso thrower was just pulling me from my bed in the morning, like an invisible lasso, and like pulling me to the piano, where A Course in Miracles was like lying open on one of the workbook lessons, the lesson that says, "Let me remember I am one with God." And without really knowing what I was doing, I just started playing, and soon there was this whole song with lyrics all coming from that workbook lesson. And I was crying because it felt like it came from such a deep source. But at the same time, I was like, what the F is this? Because I never sang about God, and I never intended to. And I felt I had a lot of negative associations with those words that I needed to heal, and a lot of judgments around it. So I quickly put it away on the shelf. It's like, okay, this never happened. Let's pretend this never happened. But I couldn't pretend for so long, because the next day the same thing happened, and the next day the same thing happened, and the next day and the next day. So for like 2 weeks, almost sometimes even twice a day, there would be this song being downloaded sort of through me, all with lyrics coming from the metaphysical text of Course in Miracles, which had a lot of God in it. And I was like, oh my God, this doesn't work at all in my plan of stardom, you don't hear this on the radio, and this is not good. And at that time, I just finished my study in the Conservatory of Music, and I was music ambassador of Rotterdam. I won a big prize to record an album, and I thought I'm never going to use that money to record this, So I kind of let go of it. And it was really only maybe like a year after I was in the big TV show, The Voice, with the turning chairs, The Voice of Holland. And something interesting happened there, because at that time, even though from the outside it really looked as this big success, right? I was live on television, and millions of people were watching, and I had the big designer dress, and everything was seemingly very successful. But inside, everything had collapsed. At that time, a lot of people that I really loved fell away, and people I really loved died, and everything changed, and everything in the personal life had just collapsed. So from the outside, it looked as though I was so successful and shining, and from the inside, it was like everything was just crumbling. And that's where I fully realized, like, okay, I just want to have peace of mind, I just want to feel this love in my heart. And I saw how every choice in the voice was made to get the most votes, right? It was all, what kind of a dress you have, how is your hair, the backup singers or no backup singers, what song. The purpose was all get the most votes. Where I felt so clearly like what an empty purpose that was. And I felt like, no, the only purpose I want for my voice and the thing I do is to remember that I'm love, and to extend the love that I am, to help other people remind them of the love they truly are. So I really remember I was standing there in front of the judges and thinking like, okay, to the lasso thrower. I didn't know who and what gave me those songs, but now I feel like, okay, I can call it spirit, or, whatever you want to call it. But in that moment, I was like, okay, you got me, I know that everything that I tried hasn't worked. And I'm willing. There was this willingness of, okay, I surrender, and if I'm out of here, I'm gonna record your songs. Tell me what to do, tell me where to go. And so then a whole journey unfolded of recording my first album, The Light Has Come, which was quite a journey. And I recently recorded my last album, Remember You Dreaming. And so yeah, now it's been a big adventure, and seeing that it's actually not a sacrifice. And I want to share my next song that is really about this journey, what I'm just sharing. It's called Dark Night of the Soul. Because there was this dark night of the soul for me to be able to surrender to the light, to surrender to this, letting go of this pride of me thinking that I know what's best for me, right? And always being like, okay, I'm not a follower, I'm a leader, and I know, and this and that. And to it coming to like, okay, I don't even want to know, like, let me just have my purpose of, I want to remember who I truly am, and I want to support other people and helping them remember who they truly are. And however that looks in form, I let it go. And so this song that I want to share, let me see. Yeah, it's really about that, and about how in the beginning I still thought it was some sort of a sacrifice almost, like I'm sort of giving up this idea of this pop star. Where I found out, like, no, I'm actually gaining everything. It's really not a sacrifice, and it definitely doesn't feel like a sacrifice being here with you guys this evening as well, and, yeah. Now I love it. I can feel at ease in the church even. And yeah, I'm just thankful. So thank you for being here again. All that I thought that was certain fell away. The ones I thought never would leave me couldn't stay. The road that seemed so clear before made sense no more. I sat down beside you and asked you, what is it all for? If I'm asleep, then wake me up. I wanna feel only love. Through the dark night of the soul, the sweetest sound came that led me home. Through the dark night of the soul, you came in my dreams to lead me home. The dark night of the soul. Oh, 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 I thought that following you meant sacrifice, but now I see you only lead me to paradise. There's things that would scare me simply matter no more. 'Cause you gave me wings and told me it was time to soar. Through the dark night of the soul, the sweetest sound came that led me home. Through the dark night of the soul, you came in my dreams to lead me home. The darkest hour is the one before sunrise. You can't see light with closed eyes. I'm the way, the truth, the life. For you are always by my side. Through the dark night of the soul, the sweetest sound came that led me home. Through the dark night of the soul, you came in my dreams to lead me home. The dark night of the soul. Oh, 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 the dark night of the soul. So, yeah, a little bit more of the dark night of the soul. I feel to share my first song of the new album, which is called Shadows and Snakes. And yeah, I wrote this at a time where I was so stuck in my mind and being unable to see clearly, and to see love, and instead I was just seeing my own projections of anger, of doubt, of hate, which is so painful. So this really came as a prayer of, like, okay, I know the metaphysics of A Course in Miracles, which says that there is no other one out there, right? Like every time I get triggered, it's something that is inside of me that I'm seeing on the screen. I think Pia said that she wanted me to share about prison, right? Yeah. So I've been teaching for many years now in prison for about 9 years already. And I often use this symbol of the wounds and the salt. It's like when I have a big wound on my arm and somebody throws salt in it, it really hurts, it stings. And I can go at the person like, you throw salt in my wound, like I'm angry at you. But it's actually not the salt that hurts, because if I would throw salt just on my arm now, I don't have any wounds, it wouldn't hurt. It's because I have the wound that it stings. So A Course in Miracles really goes to, okay, what is the cause of our upset? We're never upset for the reason we think, right? Where the ego is very quickly to say, you hurt me, it's your fault, you're the one. And where we're invited to go deeper, it's like, no, that's actually just the trigger. And the real cause of my upset is the wound, and that's always an untrue belief about myself. If I believe I'm not good enough, I'll, project this out onto the world, and I'll see a lot of seeming proof for why that is true. And so, knowing all of that, but then putting it in practice, that's like the second thing. So this song, I use the metaphor of snakes that actually are pieces of rope. And I think that's what it is always when we have a grievance towards somebody. It's always when we feel that, I just don't like that person, or there's so much this or so much that. We're seeing snakes where they always actually ropes. If you look good, if you look closely, if you look with love, you'll see that scary snake really is just a piece of rope. And the same goes for, these false beliefs, and we'll go deeper into that later with the forgiveness exercise I want to do with you. But even all of these beliefs that we have about ourselves, right, of I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy of love, they're also these snakes that are really just pieces of rope. They're all untrue. And when we look with the Spirit, when we look with love, we'll find that what we were so afraid of is just a harmless piece of rope, and that these monsters are just shadows, they can't really harm us. So, yeah, this song came as a reminder, as a prayer of like, okay, help me to remember this. And in the second verse, that sentence always makes me smile, where I say like, okay, I know he's innocent. I know that I'm innocent, and I know that he's innocent too, but help me to see that this is true. Right? Like, how hard is it, especially in relationships, to actually look beyond those projections of the mind and truly see the person without our filtered beliefs and projections that we put on them. So it's not easy, and that's a journey, and that's why, we're all here to help each other wake up. Everybody in your surroundings, they're just a perfect teacher, and they'll just always show you where these seeming snakes are hiding. They're just, I always say they're professionally skilled in pushing your buttons just so that you can wake up. So you can thank your partner and your kids and people around you. Say thank you for helping me wake up. So this is shadows and snakes. Replace my thoughts of lingering doubt. Replace my thoughts of hatred and fear. Wipe my tears away. Love shall be my guide today. I don't wanna be afraid of shadows and ropes seem like snakes. I fell on my knees to pray. Please shine the dark away. All these shadows, shadows and snakes. I'm innocent, and he's true. Help me to see that this is true. Guide me through the rain. Light shall be my guide today. I don't wanna be afraid. Oh, shadows and ropes seem like snakes. I fell on my knees to pray. Oh, please shine the dark away. Oh, these shadows, shadows and snakes. My heart aches, can you wake me up? Oh, I am traveling from fear to love. How about a little voice liberation? Yeah? Okay. So, for the people that are new, welcome. And the thing I always say with voice liberation, and I feel the best reminder, is that it's about not doing your best. So don't do your best. And know that whatever is there is perfect. So you really can't do it wrong. And voice liberation is really just this invitation to see what is there, what lives inside of us in the moment, what wants to be seen, what wants to be heard. And sometimes that's really loud, or weird sounds might come out, or sometimes it's just silent and it's in stillness, and that's perfect as well. So I'll take you through a little exercise, and then we'll go a little bit deeper. And yeah, just feel free, whatever is there for you tonight. It's all good. So if you feel comfortable, you can just close your eyes for a moment. And just relax. See how you're sitting in a chair. See if your body maybe wants something. Maybe you like to shake a bit, or stretch, or yawn. Maybe see if your shoulders want to move a little bit, or your head wants to rotate. Just see what feels good. And just notice how you're sitting here in this moment. What thoughts, what feelings did you bring with you? Is there some tension or excitement or just peace? And just see if you can welcome it all. It doesn't have to be different. As we remember that whatever is present for you right now is the most helpful, actually, for our exercise. So just invite it. Give every feeling, give every thought a chair, a seat. They're all welcome. Nothing needs to be different. And if there is a thought or feeling that feels a bit more tense or a bit more difficult to fully welcome, you can give it one of those big sighs. So let's do that together. We just inhale on what is present for you. And just exhale whatever sound wants to come out. Very relaxed. And maybe as you do so, you like to move your face a bit. Maybe even shake your body a bit. What feels good? Let's do it again. Inhale. And see if you can open your mouth and relax your jaw. Really relax. You can just remember that the Spirit is right here with us, the symbol for love, whether that's the Holy Spirit for you, or an angel, or just a symbol of love inside of you that can guide you through. So we remember that we don't have to do anything ourselves. We don't have to know anything. We can just be in knowing that whatever needs to be seen or healed, Spirit got you. You don't have to do it yourself. So let's let out one more big sigh as we surrender into that. Beautiful. Now we'll just go a few rounds of just connecting with what is present, and you can stay with the sighs, but you can deepen it into a sound that feels good for you. Just a very relaxed, don't try to make it sound beautifully, just very relaxed and easy sound, whatever wants to come up. So we'll just inhale what is present for you. And just let out whatever sound wants to come up and out. And we'll do that for a few rounds. See if you can relax your jaw. Very relaxed. Yeah, just go on. maybe they're weird sounds like wah, wah. Let them come out the way they want to. Wah, 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 yeah, yeah, just see what wants to come out tonight. Maybe you like to move your body a bit, and maybe you like to shake. It's all good. Oh, yeah, see if you can open your mouth a bit more and just let it out, relaxingly. Some situation that you find it hard to really see peace, and something that still triggers you. Situation where it just feels difficult, feels like you're stuck. It's hard to see the other person as love. So let it come up. Just let it come up and see also what that does for you. Just let it come up and keep breathing. Well, let's take a moment to really, without trying to be spiritual, just look at these grievances, look at the judgments, look at the beliefs, the thoughts around, how this person did something wrong or how they wronged you. Really, don't try to be spiritual with it. Just be honest. As if the little child in you could just speak freely and talk about the pain and the hurt. Just notice it. All of the judgments. Notice it also where you feel that in your body. Perhaps you can become aware of that. Now we'll do a few more rounds of yourself to these grievances where we might have pushed them under, or might have tried to not feel them, or say it's not allowed to feel them, or try to spiritually bypass them. Let's give ourselves space to express the sadness or the hurt or the anger. You can just imagine with every sound you make as if it just drops into the hands of the Spirit, into the hands of love. If that feels weird for you, you can imagine just this beautiful basket or beautiful candle or something else where you can just hand it over into. So we'll just inhale on those grievances, on those thoughts about all those judgments. You can just inhale into it and exhale on whatever sound wants to be released from that pain. And we'll do that for a few rounds. To the real cause of our upset, which is not these things that we've just surrendered, they are just the triggers, like we said before. They are just assaults that are being thrown in our wounds. And if we really want to heal from this, we got to go deeper. See, where is the salt being thrown into? So let's look a bit more deeply at this situation. What is your ego telling you that this seemingly proves? So your ego might say, like, this obviously proves that you're not good enough, right? That's where we want to go. What is this situation unconsciously proving you? I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I have to do everything by myself, I'm not worthy of love, just to name a few favorites of our egos. We all recognize them. So see, what is it that this situation with this person, that it's really throwing salt in, that it's triggering? What belief is underneath of this that is touched? I don't belong. I don't deserve love. I'm abandoned. I'm not taken care of. I'm unsafe. I'm unsupported. I'm not good enough. Just see which one is it for you? Which one feels the strongest? It's like, oh yeah, that's what hurts. See how this belief is playing out in your life in different areas as well. I can guarantee you that none of these beliefs are true. So now that we've discovered the true cause of your upset, we can release it and ask for it to be replaced by the truth. The truth is that you are loved. You are loved, and there is nothing that could ever change that. There's nothing you could do, nothing you could say, nothing anybody else could do or say that could change who you truly are. This perfect love. So if you found the belief that is underneath of this trigger, you can join me in just seeing yourself fully handing over this belief into the hands of the Spirit or onto that beautiful basket or altar. As we say, let all of my grievances be replaced by miracles. Fear be replaced by love. I want to see peace instead of this. So let's do a few more rounds of sounding as you just imagine yourself fully handing over this false belief and releasing, freeing yourself from the burden of believing this. And we forgive ourselves for believing this. Thank God it's not true. So let's go a few more rounds of sounding as we release this belief and ask for it to be replaced by the truth. big sigh. And let's join our minds today to decide to use this situation from now on, if it comes up again, whether in real life or in our minds, to use it to teach us who we truly are. So we are determined now to say, I want to use this situation only to remember that I am perfect love, that I am worthy of love, that I am good enough, that I am fully supported. So we can decide against the purpose of the ego that uses this situation to try to teach you that you are something that you're not. Ego always wants to use every situation to teach you that you're guilty, that you're separated, that you're unworthy. We can join our minds now to say, like, no, that's not the lesson that I want to learn anymore. And it's also not the lesson that I want to teach. Relationship and this situation, determining to use it for love's purpose from now on. Let's do that on a big sigh. And we also agree to be gentle with ourselves. It doesn't instantly, magically has to feel all love and light. We just know that whenever we feel upset again, that we've chosen the ego as a teacher. We've chosen fear as the teacher. And we can just always choose again. There's no punishment for that. The Spirit is always so gently and so patiently waiting for you, for that invitation. Let's out. Let's let out a few more big sighs. Maybe you'd like to shake it out a bit. Let's see what feels good. If you want to shake or move your body a bit. Shake it out. Maybe like to stretch or yawn. Let's find what feels good for you. Beautiful. Thank you for joining me in that. Thank you. Well, I want to share a few more songs with you. But before I do that, I just want to check, is there anyone that feels something on their heart that they want to share or ask something? Or, I don't know, there's some space. If you feel to share something or your experience about what we just did, feel free to. Maybe you can just raise your hand and share. If not, that's fine too. Anyone?
I haven't studied baking, but I realized just now that I am good enough. But I think I knew before, but not this clearly.
Did you get that in the back? Beautiful. Well, we remember it all with you, along with you. So thank you. Anyone else that feels to share?
I'll just say that I feel like when we were all chanting and sounding here, that we were healing from Stockholm. It's just the vibrations were pretty light.
want to share a song that is on my new album that is called Look Within Your Heart. And in the chorus, I'm using this Course in Miracles line. And that line, this is not in the song, but next to the line that is in the song, it starts by saying, enlightenment is but a recognition, not a change at all. And I so love that. That's really the basic teachings also of A Course in Miracles, that it's not really leading us anywhere. It's helping us to remember that we're already there, right? That's why it's called like a journey without distance. And it seems like a journey, right? Like it definitely seems like a journey. We can't just spiritually bypass and say like, oh, it's all love and light, everything's love and light, because we have all of these forgiveness opportunities, we have all of these grievances, and we can't go through that by just denying them. But ultimately, it does teach like this enlightenment, this idea of enlightenment. It's just a recognition of who we truly are. It's not really a change. It's just as when, we put our hands in front of our eyes and we say, it's so dark, why is it so dark, right? And the moment we take off our hands, it's like, oh, the light was always there already. It's not like somebody just puts on the light, like, it's there, I just can't see it if I cover my eyes. So the line that is in the song, and also in A Course in Miracles, says, those who seek the light are merely covering their eyes, right? And you could also see that sort of like that hand that is over our eyes. You could see it as these false beliefs that we've just uncovered. They are what is blocking the light from us. These beliefs of I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, or the other person, right? These grievances that we have towards other people, like they are the bad guy, they are wrong, whomever it is for, right? It's so easy to go on the news and we'll have our judgments and thoughts about how they're the bad guy, right? How they're the wrong people. But there isn't really anybody outside of us. We're all connected, we're all one, and what I see outside of myself is just a projection from what I see within myself. So those who seek the light are merely covering their eyes, the light is in them now. So it's really this journey of uncovering of like what is keeping my eyes closed, right? What is keeping me in the dark? And that's what these relationships are for. Because like I said, they're so good at actually bringing up what is in the unconscious if we use it for that, right? If we use it for the ego, then it's always somebody else's fault, and we'll just keep running away from the salt shakers, try to go where there's no salt, but the salt will always follow us wherever we go, We may break up with somebody and then the next person is like, why do I always fall for the same guy? It's like, yeah, because if I don't heal these projections in my mind, it's just like in a movie screen, I can close the drapes. If a movie is being projected, I can touch the screen, I can close the curtains, but the movie keeps playing. It might look a little different if I played a movie on purple curtains or on white curtains. It might look a little different, but it's the same movie. For me to see a different movie, I have to go back into the projector. So that's the thing, and that's what A Course in Miracles is leading us to. Like, let's not focus anymore on that screen, on the projector, and try to change it out there. Let's go to the projector and have a real change. So, okay, everything I'm saying is just because I need to hear it, I need these reminders myself. So I will sing the song. Let's see. And by the way, if you're not following me yet on Spotify and haven't heard the album version, this is a really fun one. It kind of has a Nora Jones feel to it. So I'd recommend you listen when you get home to the album version. trying to look it up here. Because it's a lot of fun. Okay. Okay, yeah, and this is also, now I see the lyrics again, this is also really about that, nobody can tell us that we're worthless. This, we are worthy no matter who you think you are. And yeah, the ego really can have us try to look for our worthiness outside of ourselves and look for love outside of ourselves. And this song and the text that it comes from as well is really reminding us, like, no, it's already inside of you. You have everything you need. It's already there. Again, it's just this, okay, if I close my eyes, I cannot see the light, but that doesn't mean that it's gone, right? It's still there. Spirit is just saying, like, take off the blindfolds. Nobody can tell you that you're worthless. 'Cause God herself is incomplete without you. there a favorite that you haven't heard yet?
Take me home.
I was just thinking of Take Me Home.
Okay. I need water for Take Me Home.
Me too.
Okay, so Take Me Home, for the ones who haven't heard this song yet, is actually the only song on my first album that doesn't contain these Course in Miracles lyrics. And they really describe that journey that I was going through while I was making that album. Of all of these changes and the fear and this desire of like, oh, just take me home, take me to the place that I truly belong, not this home of my house, but actually like the state of peace. Like I just want to have peace. Let me let go of all of this shit that was going on. And take me home. So it's again this thing of like being honest with ourselves, right? I think that when we get on that spiritual journey, it's so easy to fall in that trap of spiritually bypassing and having everything be, oh, it's all love and all light, and knowing like, yeah, okay, in truth, I'm already home, I'm already in heaven, I'm already in peace and love and all of that, but is that your experience in the moment, right? And if it's not, that's okay to be honest about that and to give yourself space for that, give some good voice liberation sighs. And so for me, the way to be honest about that and to give space to that is often to write songs about it, because that feels always very releasing. And I always love that then there's so many people that say, oh my God, I feel you wrote the song for me, because we can all recognize it. We're all on this journey together. I'm so afraid of being alone. I'm so afraid to be alone. And I try to heed your guiding voice, but still I don't know where to go. But I see your hand next to mine, and I'm holding on so tight. Please promise me you'll never let go. Don't take me out tonight. Oh, I wanna go out tonight. Won't take me home where I truly belong. Take me home tonight. My heart speaks softly, but still